Hi everyone, my name is Shraddha and I am an Erasmus Mundus scholar currently studying in Europe. When I was applying to scholarships abroad or study abroad program, at first I really didn't want it to study abroad, but that's the whole another story that maybe I will cover maybe in some other video. But when I was looking to apply, my first there were three criteria I had in my mind. Like first that I wanted to study in Europe only. I don't know why, but I was so clear about this thing that I wanted to study in Europe. Second was like I didn't wanted to take so much loan to abroad because I come from a very middle class family back in India, and studying abroad was not like a really normal thing for me. Like I never seen in my whole family that somebody studies abroad or go abroad. So taking a loan and just risking all the money for that was not my financial condition as well, and it was not in my priority. So in my mind I was so clear that I will go abroad either on scholarship or something, only on scholarship. Like there was no other option to go abroad. So I was so clear about that. And third and the last thing was like I couldn't afford those consultancies. I mean, like I couldn't afford as well, and I was literally aware of the fact that the consultancies won't really help me because I knew about the things because they don't really help you. So the thing was like I was like so aware about the fact that I will not go for consultancies. So these three things I had in my mind. I followed all the things. I tried to apply, and finally, after so many rejections and so many ups and downs, I got the scholarship. Now I'm studying in Europe, and I think that was the best thing that happened to me. So getting this scholarship is still like one of the highlights of my career, and I really wanted to make the series on the YouTube like for so long, like covering everything. Like I want to cover everything that you need to know about the scholarship. So in this video I want to tell you about what is this Erasmus Mundus scholarship and so many things that are not really known out there in the internet, that okay, you can just go on the website and get to know, but there are so many ups and downs in the lits and bits that you don't really get to know just by searching. So I will just introduce everything about the scholarship. So let's just get started. So first point we will cover, what is Erasmus Mundus scholarship. If I want to tell you very briefly and shortly, Erasmus Mundus scholarship is the scholarships provided by European Commission for international students to study 2 years in Europe with the fully funded scholarship, where you will have opportunity to study between 2, 3 or 4 different European countries. This is like a very short intro about Erasmus Mundus scholarship, which is for masters. Many people assume that this scholarship is also for PhD, but for PhD there are different scholarship, but Erasmus Mundus scholarship is mostly focused on masters, only masters. So what does this scholarships cover? So once you get the scholarship, your tuition fees is already covered by your program, like by the European Commission. So you don't have to pay any tuition fees. Second, your health insurance for whole duration of your program, which is also covered by European Commission. Also, you will get your monthly stipend, which is around 1,400 euros, which is for everyone which is got who got the fully funded scholarship. And there are a lot of like unsaid benefits that you get through this program, which maybe I will talk later in the video. But these are like the core things that the scholarship covers. Let's talk about the fields that are available in this scholarship. So in the Erasmus Mundus scholarship, what happens, there are different programs available. Like there is no such thing like just masters in computer science or something, because this is like a fully funded opportunity. The European Commission gives funding to the program which are really innovative topics, or which is like a very specialized or very specific terms of topic. Because my program I'm studying is on sustainable agriculture and food production, which is very specialized in that particular area. So there are different fields available, like around, I don't really remember now, but there are around 200 to 220 different programs out there, and each has this very specific um, field of study. So I think it covers literally everything. Whatever you are studying, you will have the opportunity to get the Erasmus Mundus scholarship. It covers literally everything. Once time, I still remember, I was just going through the catalog that programs that provide there, and there are literally masters in the field of sports, dance, and like wine technology or something. And I was so blown away because like they literally cover everything, and people are not really aware about the opportunities out there, especially in the Erasmus Mundus scholarship. So how the Erasmus Mundus scholarship or Erasmus Mundus joint master degree is different than any other regular masters abroad? I don't know. I can talk about this like literally hours because this is very unique master's program. Like normally wherever you go to study abroad or wherever you study in your home country for masters, there will be very straightforward line that you finish your first year in the same city, same university, and then you finish your second year in the same thing or same department. But in the Erasmus Mundus scholarship, you get to study at least one, two, three, or sometimes four different European countries. Um, that really depends on what is your program, because each program has their own what they say. Each program has their own countries to they have chosen. Like imagine there are four universities from four countries. Like one is from Poland, one is from Czech Republic, one is from Germany, and one is from maybe Norway. All of them, they come together and then they decide they will host the students from Erasmus Mundus joint master degree. So you will have to choose which what is your preference, or and they will have their own study path or study curriculum. So whenever you fill the application, you will have the opportunity to choose your preferences. But you will study maybe your first year only in one country and second year in another country. That is what I'm doing right now. But some of the programs, they have like first semester in one country, second in second, third in some other country, and fourth in some other institution or country. That really depends on your program, but within Europe. But sometimes I have also seen some of the programs, they also have host institutions somewhere in Japan, somewhere in Asia, or somewhere in America. But that is very rare in some of the programs, but mostly you will study in Europe only. And what was the difference that other normal graduation, post graduation, is that you get to experience this uh, international masters, because you have the classmates from literally all over the world. And because this program, the people they select, they are literally from everywhere in the world, and they have the criteria to select some some students from each part of the region. So the second thing is you have a lot of international classmates, and third is they have a lot of international activities during the programs. Like you will have your summer schools, you will have the international internships, compulsory you will have to do the internship. That makes it very different. And also they have some joint events that had happened in my program, which you get to meet a lot of different professors, different students. Sometimes they also invite people from industry. So I think it's a lot of benefits you get from that. And this is the unique criteria for these scholarships to get. Like in terms of my thing or my perspective, this is one of the best scholarship you can get for your masters to study in Europe. Believe me, it is the best. So let's talk about who should apply for the scholarship and or master's program. Each program has very specific criteria for selection or eligibility. For that, you should go and check the website of particular program. But basic or just general, if I want to tell you, anybody who has finished their bachelor's degree in their home country, or they're about to finish, like they're in the final semester sometimes, that can also work. Who that person is eligible, but this is just one basic criteria for eligibility. There are other criterias also. So better for this eligibility criteria, better is to just go to the website of the program and just see what are the eligibility criteria for that particular program. So these programs, which are normally very interdisciplinary, because they will cover trending topics which are going to have a role or have the impact in the future. So the topics they choose, which are very specific, but also there is a chance to have a interdisciplinary background, like they are not only covered for one specific field, which is a very good thing, I consider. So I have talked about all the good things and good parts about the scholarship, but let me tell you that this is one of the top demanding or most competitive scholarship out there to get into, because there are thousands of people apply for one single program, and there are also different stages to get into the selection process. Sometimes there will be interview, sometimes there will be like some exam sort of thing, which is like, of course, online exam, but it's it's getting more and more difficult to get into the programs or scholarship, especially get the fully funded scholarship, because some programs which has also introduced this partial funded or self funded thing, which makes it really difficult to get the fully funded scholarship. And people who are applying each year, they have really good profiles. So each year it is getting more and more difficult as well as competitive to get the Erasmus Mundus scholarship. So let me remind you that as well, because on one side we see very good side of this, but we most of the time we try to ignore, or we just don't put that much effort into thinking that, and then we apply and we end up getting rejected, and then it's just a very bad place to be in, into that whole circle or bubble sort of thing. So let me remind you that as well. So I think I have covered everything, that like introduction about Erasmus Mundus scholarship, but very important part now, how to apply exactly. Because when I was applying, there was so much confusion back then, because that time there was not much information in terms of AI as well, and in terms of YouTube as well, or internet. If you just search, you will get very less information about how to apply and how to go through the process. And about my journey, I used to get very stuck exactly where to start, like what is the first step, and I was so confused in that phase. For that, I am thinking to make a proper second video about how exactly to navigate and find your right program to apply, because that is exactly the first step that people get stuck. And I was the one who got stuck at for so long time that I couldn't get started, because I was so confused. Like I knew, okay, this is the opportunity and this is the scholarship, but to start you have to go to the course catalog of the scholarship, and then you have to find your own program, and then you have to go to the website of the program and then find out if you are even eligible to apply, and then prepare your all the application and all the strategy you need to follow. And that is a very overwhelming journey that everybody goes through. But if you have somebody to tell you, or who you have somebody to know that somebody has been through that journey and telling you all the things, that would help a lot, because I needed someone who has been through all these things to tell me all those things. So in the next video I want to cover the how to exactly apply to the programs, uh, Erasmus Mundus Joint Master Program. So in the next video, I will cover how to find the right program, how to navigate the different programs, and how to exactly know that okay, you are eligible for this program and you can apply. So I think I have covered everything I wanted to cover in this video. So I will see you in the next video. So don't forget to subscribe I hope this was little helpful to know and get started your journey, or somebody who is just new to this or who wanted to know more about this. And the next video will be very informative, and I want to make it very brief, crisp, and very easy to understand. So don't forget to follow, and I will see you in next video.